All right, everybody. I just did an interview with DR. Where are we?
DR Horton.
I go to so many and stuff like that, but it was really good. So me and Wayne decided to walk around and show you guys around and talk about new construction again, because new construction is kicking the butt out of existing homes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you guys know, let me turn around so you guys can see this. You see, like they're building, like these are 2-story block homes, which is awesome. Most of the time they do block on the bottom and wood frame up on top, but they're doing block and block.
Yeah, DR is known for doing that though. They always do the block on block, and one of the things we got to talk about when they do that is how much more secure the structure is because of that. And they end up pouring concrete down all of these blocks, which I personally like.
Right, so basically, let's talk about but we have to get past the generator.
Let's get past the generator.
All right, we're pretty much past the generator noise. Obviously, we're in a new construction zone. Here, let me give you guys more of the video on the other side. Painting. These things are going up, like,
They built all these places while we were inside.
having lunch. Listen, at the end of the day, there's some benefits to it, and I have to admit it myself. All right? I'm not a really big new construction guy.
No, Jimmy's converting. Yeah.
No, I'm not converting, okay? I stick by my videos, but here's the deal.
It's the right deal for the person. And now you're starting to see that.
Right. So basically, first-time buyers, if you want simplicity, you go to one place.
Go over here and
you have a real estate agent, okay? Obviously, go here with a real estate agent.
Have to. They even tell you it's more beneficial because we end up helping them through the process.
Yeah, my phone number is below. I am a licensed real estate agent and stuff, and I do new construction inspections all the time also. So just give me a call if you have any questions, because one of the benefits of new construction, and I have to admit it, is the simplicity, okay? Financing is in-house, titles in-house. Everything is done through the builder.
You get rate buy-downs on a lot of these, and if you don't, you got to understand the big difference that the rate plays in what you can afford. You know, if our interest rates were to drop, people would be able to afford a lot more homes. And right now, that's only in new construction. We just aren't getting that outside of it.
You know what they told me now? You know, what they said inside to me? I don't know how long this deal is good for, so don't hold me to it, but they said that they pay all the closing costs.
Yeah.
So now an existing seller of existing home, how do they compete with that?
Right. Right. I mean, it's only on value at this point that we're looking at that. We're not going to get a shower. Let's
cross street.
Now, people are. Let's point this out. People are living here and they're already moved in. So this is the downside that you have to deal with. You're going to be living in a construction zone. That noise that we had out there. You know, if we look at the roads, there's little debris and so forth, but this is the drawback.
I get flats every time I go to new construction zone.
Oh, listen, if you move to Florida, if you're new to Florida and you have a vehicle, if there's some way you can get the tire protection plan, I can't even tell you how much thousands of dollars that saved me. Being a real estate agent and going out and selling properties, going to new construction sites, I'm always getting sheetrock screws in a tire, and it's been changed so many countless times. It's crazy. But we just went one block around, and now you can hear how quiet.
In the meantime, while I'm turning around, make sure you subscribe. We work really hard on these videos. And if you need a real estate agent, my phone number is below. So look at this. One side is all construction. Over here, everybody's moved in.
And it's peaceful.
Just turning around.
Yep. 1 block.
1 block.
So now, how long do you have to live with the new construction noise? Is usually what people ask, you know?
Sometimes it's 2 years, sometimes it's 3 years.
Yeah. If you're a new buyer, but then again, here's the upside. Within that 1 to 2 years, you're probably sitting on some equity in most cases, you know? That is your reward for being
One of the
you know,
first.
one of the first. And probably most of those good deals that people can't get, you know, you're getting.
All right, but I gotta give them the list of my negative stuff.
All right, let's go through. Let's go through it.
I'm bursting to say my negative stuff about it. All right.
Tell us what you saw as far as build quality, and also why you need to have an inspector and a realtor for new construction.
All right, these are townhomes, okay? So these are a little bit different, but my biggest pet peeve with new developments is one of them. A, I don't know what it's going to look like 10 or 15 years. I've done in so many inspections at new builds, and I'm like, all right, this is not bad. Then I go back a year later to do the warranty inspection, and I can't find parking.
Well, let's turn around and show them. Here's
Look at
a
this.
perfect example. Look up on your left,
See?
and you see those cars there? That's 1, 2, 3, and they're already spilled over. Here's just 2. So yes,
And this is during the daytime.
Right.
And not only that, Wayne, but on some subdivisions, you're not allowed to block the sidewalk.
Most
Okay.
of them, that's a county thing. So this car should be pointed this way, sideways.
But here's the problem.
Where's the space?
Like I have a Tacoma and I have an F-250. And then when I go to some of these places, I actually park my truck in the parking driveway, and literally on my F-250, every time
It's hanging out.
It's hanging out. So what are you gonna say?
Sure.
I can't have an F-250?
But we're talking about maybe a retiree that's not looking for a lot of lawn
Right.
that they have to maintain. They don't have to worry about the roof, the exterior paint, because it's already
All right,
covered.
all right, so I'll give a
So you
negative.
give a negative, I give a positive. Go ahead.
One of them is some subdivisions are so freaking big that when I get into the subdivision, I have to go another 10, 15 minutes to get to the house.
I'm not gonna lie, that's true.
All right. So is that a positive or negative? Well, that's a negative to me, but show me a positive.
The positive to that is that it's beautifully landscaped and you're driving through nice, quiet streets where your children can play safely.
All right, so let me go to a negative with that.
All right.
It's nice, quiet streets, okay? I'll give them that much. But the some HOAs have so many freaking rules that it's ridiculous. Like literally, I'm
All
telling
right,
you.
and here's the positive to that.
All right, go ahead.
Because the HOAs are so strict, now all the homes look uniform, helping your resale value. All right, go ahead, next negative.
Next negative. You see, like
Talk
these,
about this tree.
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
talking about. That's what- you see
this
these
tree is
see
going to
the-
be a monster.
You see these trees right here? Talk to me in 10, 15 years when they're picking up the driveway.
Gosh. Yeah, sidewalks are going to be
They're gonna pick up
damaged.
sidewalks, everything. This whole
Yep.
place, the way it looks now, I'd rather buy in a place that's been around for 20 years so I know what it looks like and what parking looks like. So, you know, that's a big negative for me.
You get more oxygen?
All right,
That's one that I don't like either. I personally think these are the wrong choice of trees that the builder always puts in here because the root systems fan out. They are gonna crack your pipes, the sidewalks. So I'm with him on this negative, but
All right,
you're gonna get more oxygen.
So my subdivision, my home,
Yep.
22 years old, okay? My lot, total privacy in the backyard. I have cattle in my backyard pretty
Yeah.
much.
Right.
And they can't build where I am. I
Yeah.
have enough land on both sides. These days, okay, you cannot find that in new construction. You have no lot lines. I mean, literally, between the houses and the new construction, you if it rains really heavy, you gotta wear boots because they're called zero lot lines.
Yeah.
And
But
go ahead.
here's the positive.
Yeah.
If ever I run out of sugar or flour, I just stick my hand out the window and get it from my neighbor. And that's it. I'm not a big fan of zero lot lines, folks. As much as I'll talk about new construction and the benefits it offers to others, Zero lot lines is one of the major things I wish they would, eliminate and go back to giving me at least, I want 10 feet per lot, so 20 feet between the homes. 10, you really need that space because of exactly what you're talking about. It's a swamp walking between this. This is Florida. We have raining season, and between the homes, most homes, something else that came up that one of my new clients was asking about. They noticed that most of the homes don't have gutters. It's something
Yeah.
that you have to put on. And
Yeah.
they're from up north. And, this is one of the things that they were looking at and saying, hey, how come this home doesn't have gutters?
I had somebody from Jersey call me because of the channel, and they
Yeah.
called me like, "Hey Jimmy, I want you to help us, find a house and all that stuff." I said, "Great, but it has to have a basement." I was like,
We've got about 10 of those homes here. So you can have it here in Florida. It's custom builds and stuff like that, but really, why do you need the basement? That's what we have garages for. We don't put cars inside.
"No, we don't put cars inside." All right, a negative.
Negative.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys a negative on these. Some of these roads and these new developments are so narrow.
True.
Okay.
I think if we look back, maybe it's one car parked on the street and then one car can barely fit through. And that's about it. So that's probably 19 feet width-wise. I for some reason, I don't know why they're doing that, but it shouldn't be that way.
Well, they're trying to squeeze as many houses into
I
land.
know,
I mean,
know.
okay, let me give a positive, okay? Because Wayne's missing a few positives.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, when you buy new house, I always find a problem in new construction, okay, when I do it. So, but they fix that before closing. But the appliances are under warranty. Like, they told me they have a 10-year warranty on the structure, 2 years inside the walls,
Yep.
a year through Whirlpool on the appliances.
That's nice. And it's Whirlpool, not the other, we won't name the brands, but the cheap one that some builders put in there, which most people just get rid of and replace with their own because you're going to damage your clothes. Did we switch roles? Did we go, you're positive, I'm negative?
No, I'm going to give you a negative right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you're buying a house in, I see this all the time. You're buying a house in a new development, and then 2 years down, they're still building, and 2 years down the line, because this happened to a few clients right now, they have to sell because of job, life,
Yeah,
whatever.
relocation, yeah.
Relocation.
Family, something
And
happens.
they can't compete with the brand new one right down the street.
In the same community because they've got all these incentives and stuff like that. I agree with that, but I will say this. Those warranties are transferable. So for a person that's looking for a deal because they can't sell the opposite side. Remember, in any real estate deal, there's two sides. So it just matters which side you're sitting on. As a buyer, in this case, as a seller, it may not be the best, but as a buyer, here's your opportunity to get a home. You said 10-year on this particular one, right?
Yeah.
So if they were there 2 years, they still got 8 years of warranty. I know people that are interested in getting warranty on homes, and right now they can't because what's happened is it's the home doesn't come with a warranty, and those things aren't covered. So how about this positive? Nature. Look at where we're looking at. You see these homes there? This is their view.
Yeah,
I mean, it's peaceful and quiet and
Okay, this is their
tranquil.
view. It's called a retention pond. And if they don't treat it, they're full of mosquitoes. And like retention ponds by my house, they're like, I have a 7-foot alligator.
So I'm so glad you're pointing over there because the fish just jumped out there. And
Do you know how fish go from pond to pond?
through the sewers? Is that
No,
it?
a lot of times because I
Or is
was
it a
like,
walking catfish type
no,
scenario?
birds will pick up a
pick them up,
fish.
drop them, yeah.
drop 'em into another pond.
Yeah. They start out as prey and they just get relocated.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
Like my backyard, like I got alligators, I got bobcats,
Yeah.
I just saw armadillos.
Yep.
I had deer in my backyard. Obviously, I got the cattle in my backyard. It's like a freaking wild, wild west out there.
But if you're moving here, these are the things you're moving for. So you're looking for all of these trees. You know, I grew up in a city, so everything was concrete. I mean, our playgrounds were concrete. So we didn't see a lot of trees, there wasn't foliage, there wasn't stuff like that. There
I'm
wasn't
from New York
grass on
too,
yards.
so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but then we're here and it's everywhere. We're surrounded by it. And I
Yeah,
hope
but
you guys
let me-
are
let me-
looking at all this stuff because
Yeah, I'll turn around so they can see it. But let's be realistic. You could still get screwed royally buying new construction if you don't know what you're doing.
absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
I know a lot of people that thought, oh, because you have to understand, and now that I met these salespeople and I did an interview, they're going to be watching this video. Sorry about that. But here's the deal. Their job is to sell you homes. Okay? You need a third party from a real estate agent to point out the negatives of an area. I'll give you an example. I was in a subdivision in Wesley Chapel. It literally took me almost 10 minutes to pull out of it. It was after cross a 4-lane thing with no light. They're like, oh, they're eventually going to put a light there.
Yes, that eventually with the light thing is a problem for a lot of these newer developments, new communities. But going back to the salespeople, how did you feel as being welcomed into the sales office as an agent now? How did you feel?
Awesome.
Right,
And they even gave me a sandwich.
They work with you. This
Yeah.
is what I don't understand, why people go in there alone and don't have someone representing them, because they want us there. They have accommodations for us. They know that we will guide you in a certain area, and if there are questions that you have, we can get answers. You know, we know people and we make these connections, so we can pick up the phone and say, hey, we hit a little snag in this person's deal, and they'll jump on it for us because they want to make sure their reputation is solid because we help them sell these homes.
Well, yeah, but here's the deal, okay? At the end of the day, their job is to sell homes.
Correct.
That's the thing. And some subdivisions are good, some subdivisions are not good. I'm not even talking about the quality of the build itself. That's a whole different subject, okay?
Right.
But it's just the location of it. Because you have to understand that we can't produce land, so they're buying, some builders buy the cheapest freaking land there is out there,
Right.
and they build homes.
Yeah. I mean, in certain counties that we've got in Florida, and you folks can look this up and check me, but I think Pinellas is the most overdeveloped
It is.
county, right?
Yeah, There's no
town.
more. Yeah, there's no more.
There's no more room to build
Yeah.
for Pinellas. And they're suffering in the sense of, you know, what does our infrastructure, what happened, and other communities.
And Pasco County is trying
Pasco.
to cut back now because they're realizing like, oh shoot,
Right.
what did we do? You know.
Well, Pasco currently, as of when we're shooting this video, they're looking to pause the brakes, pump
Yeah.
the brakes on this development because they see what's happening.
Yeah.
And this
I-
rapid growth is good, but it's also bad.
I used to be able to go to Walmart in like 6-7 minutes. Now it's 20 minutes, and it's just the same distance. It's just freaking so many people moved in.
Right.
Listen, at the
There's
end of
more
the day,
traffic.
okay, to end this video, who's the builder for? If you want simplicity, new construction is for you. If you want move-in ready,
If you want budget friendly,
yeah, budget friendly.
Definitely.
If you want move-in ready, it's for you. If you want budget friendly, it's for you.
low maintenance.
Low maintenance, it's for you. Okay.
If you want custom, it's not for you. If you want space between you and your neighbors and you want a good lot to be on, it's probably not for you.
So anyways, we can pull a list for you all of Florida. We're doing new construction all over Florida, down from a custom home in the Keys all the way to the Panhandle now. So my phone number is below. Give me a call, send me a text, and we'll pull the records for you or answer any questions you may have. Again, consider subscribing. It really does help out the channel. It's greatly appreciated. And watch this video right here. Picked it out just for you guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.